Before they leave the stage, I'd like to recognize the professional actors who made the lives of our patients so real and raw and so inspiring this morning. They are Jennifer Lanier, Welaine Sharples, Sherry Suter, and Greg Michaels. Please join me again in thanking them. Good morning. I'm Joyce Jackson, President and CEO of Northwest Kidney Centers. And the lives that you saw represented here just now are why I come to work every day. The many patients we serve and countless family members and our hundreds of dedicated staffers, we are a real community. And whether our employees have been with us for 20 years, like Sarah, or just a few years, or whether our patients are doing their dialysis at home, like Maggie and Jake, or receiving care close to home in one of our 15 centers in their neighborhoods or towns, they become a very important part of our lives. And because kidney care done at Northwest Kidney Centers takes so much focus and time and education, we've become a home away from home for our patients and their families and our staff. And on this, the 75th anniversary of the movie The Wizard of Oz, we all know there's no place like home. And it's a good analogy, and I've even worn my ruby slippers today to make a few points. The first is like the lion in The Wizard of Oz. Our patients are often fearful of what life has in store for them when they learn they have kidney failure. And that's why patient and family and community education is such a huge priority for us. Participation in our many education classes grew last year by 16%. More and more people are learning how to care for themselves and getting help from us to make smart choices for their health and their future, whether they already have kidney disease or they're trying to prevent it. For those people who choose home dialysis, our classes and one-on-one education and support are critical to their successful self-care. The number of people doing home dialysis at Northwest Kidney Centers has increased over the last 45 years by 45%. Although that kind of growth can strain our resources, we are committed to our home dialysis program, which is the largest of its kind in the nation. Because as Nurse Sarah told you, people on dialysis do significantly better than those who receive care in centers. And so we're proud that our rate of home dialysis is twice the national average. Now, last year, those of you who came to the Breakfast of Hope and donated so generously helped us advance our educational efforts for all patients that we serve. You funded a new program called The Art of Good Eating. It's a system of nutritional care that helps people take action to use when they need to eat to fuel their health. It's focused on dialysis patients. Your gifts paid for the development of this innovative system, trained our nutritionists how to use it, and made copies available for hundreds and hundreds of patients. Thank you. It's education that helps people find the courage to make lifestyle changes that help them live longer and better lives with kidney disease. The Tin Man wanted a heart. And there's no shortage of heart among our staff. In fact, one of the biggest hearts on our staff belongs to Connie Anderson, our Chief Nursing Officer. Connie is celebrating her 40th anniversary working at Northwest Kidney Center this month. Connie, please stand and take a bow, Connie, and accept 40 roses on behalf of the Northwest Kidney Centers. Right over there, over there. Connie, we're not going to ask you to come up on stage. You probably couldn't carry those 40 roses up here, but we do want to thank you for your 4 decades of service at Northwest Kidney Centers. How many of you can say you worked one place for 40 years? In our 52-year history of Northwest Kidney Centers, Connie's only the third nursing leader we've had in our 52-year history. And that is impressive, and it's not unusual for other staff to have worked here for decades. So thank you, Connie. So courage for the lion, and a heart for the Tin Man, and of course, brains for the Scarecrow. So some of the biggest brains in medical science are at our own Kidney Research Institute. In just the past 5 years, since we founded the Kidney Research Institute, which is a collaboration with the University of Washington, we have published 500 papers in scientific journals, secured more than $50 million in NIH and federal grant funding, and launched 50 clinical research trials. We believe we have now the nation's leading kidney research center. How's that for brains? So finally, we all know what Dorothy wanted. She wanted to go home. And fortunately, at Northwest Kidney Centers, we found our home. Born in Seattle in 1962, dedicated to this community, committed to the nonprofit philosophy where the bottom line is whatever it takes to provide excellent patient care, we know there is no place like this home for us. And the healthcare landscape has shifted dramatically over the past year. We have remained on firm and steady ground. You and your support have made that possible. Thanks to you, no twister, no matter how strong, will uproot our dedication to our patients and this community. So now, it is my pleasure to introduce you to someone who has more courage, heart, and brains than almost any other person I know in this field. She's also the recipient of Northwest Kidney Center's highest honor, the Clyde Shields Distinguished Service Award, and I'm so excited to have her here today with us for you to hear her story in her voice. Please welcome Lori Hartwell.